everyone, Alex at Cormdale Farm. Today I'm out in the beautiful sunny weather in February and it is time to plant onions. I am going to be planting onion starts in my raised garden. There are 3 different ways to start onions. You can start them from seed, which for my area in Zone 7A, Oklahoma, I should have started like a month or 2 ago to get ready, but you can do onion seed. You can do onion starts, which is what I'm doing. Those are the ones that look like just mini green onions. Or you could do onion sets. Onion sets are just what look like little mini onion bulbs. You can do any of those choices. I posted in our Oklahoma gardening group and asked, like, what do you prefer, onion starts or onion sets? And it was almost 50-50. People had strong opinions, strong feelings, and I thought, well, there wasn't a clear winner, so I'm going to go with onion starts because that's what I'm familiar with. But if you have access to onion sets or you want to do a little bit of both to do like a test of what you like better, what grows better, that is a great way to figure out what works in your area. But for me, it's going to be onion starts today. I bought mine online at Renee's Garden. I had a full cart of seeds and I saw the onions and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Add to cart, let's go. So that's how I got mine. But this time of year, you should easily be able to buy onion starts or sets from your local garden center because the adage is typically onions by Valentine's Day, potatoes by St. Patrick's Day. And so yesterday was Valentine's Day, so this is the perfect day to get onions planted. And it's so easy. Just like garlic, it is so simple and so rewarding to get this done. So let me show you how I do it. It is super bright and sunny today, so you'll probably see lots of shadows. But this is how they came, or this is how you would buy them from your garden center in a nice little bubble looking like little mini onions. You can see the roots and the little bulb and the green tops. I chose candy onions. Candy onion is a really great all-purpose onion for, cooking and eating raw and also storing. So I just went with one, but it's also fun to experiment with like a red onion and some different kinds. Candy onion is a day neutral onion, which in Oklahoma we are day neutral. So I don't need short day or long day onions, but neutral is great for me. When I say that onions are easy to plant, I really seriously mean easy. This bed had peppers last year. I hadn't topped it up or really cut anything back, so I just cleaned it up. I gave it a nice top dress of fresh raised garden soil on top. I'm going to get my onions out of the package and I'm going to lay them all out so I can see how many I can fit and if I want to adjust the spacing a bit. But typically you want to plant your onions 4 to 6 inches apart. Like with many things, the closer you plant them together, the shorter or smaller they will be. So like with sunflowers, if you don't want them to be 10 feet tall, typically you plant them 4 to 6 inches and you'll get a smaller headed sunflower. The same with onions. If you plant them a bit closer together, you're not going to get like a softball size, you're going to get more of a baseball size. So it kind of depends a bit on what you prefer. And you can also do a various amount of spacing. So you can do some 4-inch, some 6-inch, some really close together if you want to grow them just for the green onions. So play with it a bit for what you want out of your vegetable. Smell like onions. I don't even remember how many I ordered. Guess we'll find out. Come apart. Come apart. You will grow strong and mighty. Oh my gosh, I have so many onions. Holy cow. What is this counting I'm doing? I'm putting some of them closer together, some of them farther apart. Ooh, the sun, direct sun, feels warm. Okay, you guys are going to be closer to 4-inch down here. I'm going to fit them all. Woohoo! This is great. Okay, all fit. How many do you think I have? 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 times 7. I can't do that math. Eric, put it on the screen. 14 times 7 is what I have in here. So now I'm going to plant them. Planting is super simple. You obviously have your root and the little bulb and all the green on top. Now when you get them, they might look kind of sad. I got some browning. He doesn't look very strong and mighty, but he will perk up with sunshine in the soil with some water. They're going to get going really happy. Now the trick is you don't want to plant them too deep. You only want to go about 1 inch down, just enough to cover the bulb part. If you get too deep, you're going to have some trouble with the bulb sizing up properly. And since these are so small, I can just use my finger, stuff them in, pinch them down, and that's it. Let's plant all of my 14 times 7 onions. That's it. That really is how easy it is to plant onion starts. 1 inch down, 4 to 6 inch spacing, just tuck them right in. They are cold hardy. So again, you're planting them in February. They're going to be fine with anything that gets thrown at them, snow, ice, whatever. They're going to be fine. If you get a lot of rain and that soil compacts because they're only about 1 inch down and they get kind of waterlogged or they kind of get like unsettled and float to the surface, you can just nestle them back in. They're not so tender that you can't touch them again. So if it gets really wet, you can go check on them. Our hose is not linked up though because it's still cold at night. So I need to go find a watering can and water them in. And then once they settle a bit more and get a little bit bigger, a little beefier where I can't knock them over as easy, I'll come in and add mulch all around their roots because that'll help them retain the moisture and not get too dried out and get all sad looking. But a couple things to note about onions. Onions are heavy feeders, which means they're really hungry. They need fertilizer. I'm not going to fertilize them right now. They're still too tiny. They need to get settled into their new home, but I will fertilize them at least twice between now and when I harvest them. Probably in about 6 weeks. I would say maybe end of March, early April, I will come in and do a side dress of fertilizer. I like to use a balanced vegetable fertilizer like a Garden Tone from Espoma, a very balanced fertilizer. And then about a month or so later, I will do that again. If you want to see how and when to harvest them, how to cure and store them, give us a subscribe because I'll definitely be doing a video about that when it's time to harvest these delicious onions in the summer. But until then, huge, perfect gardening tasks checked off in February where it feels like spring is around the corner with this weather and exciting to get out there and feel like you're planting something. So this is a great task. So there's time. Go pick it up on Saturday. Make this a Saturday activity, a weekend activity. Get your onions in the ground. You'll be so happy come summertime when you have something to harvest because of your hard work in winter. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. I totally just did the Laura Garden Answer outro. Can you tell I watch a lot of Laura? I didn't mean to say exactly what she says. So we'll try again. I don't know what to say. I want people to enjoy my videos. I want to see them in the next video. Thanks for being here. See you again, I hope. Bye.